Look at this thing. Can we just take a moment to realise what sort of world we live in here? We've got a grass smart car with a tongue coming out the front, and then we're in this. What's up guys, we are back, the Drift Games vlog.
We've only been gone a week.
I don't need to be that dramatic, it's only that week. So we had a really busy week. Sorry guys, we missed out on a couple of dates for our videos because we were doing other work. To be honest, real world caught up on us. We went and put so much effort into getting these drift cars ready for BDC that we pushed some stuff down the line. It caught up on us. We now caught up on it. So what we were doing is kind of drift related. It's
very drift related.
It was quite, I drifted 550,000 euros worth of cars in one day. And here's a little clip of it.
No exaggeration. You bang on with the prices.
I was banging on with the prices. Pretty scary stuff. So that video is coming out very soon. It's in collaboration with Mandela Park and BMW Ireland. So we were doing that. We had ICCR, which was the first race meet of the year. We're working with the guys in Mandela and Motorsport Ireland.
We were very lost at that. I'd say that we didn't know what was going on, what qualifying was, where the line.
We figured it out by the end though, but it looked a little bit like this. So that's what we've been doing for the last week or so, and now we're moving back to the cars. So there's a lot of changes happening. Number one is, as you guys know, the golf is going away tomorrow. Well, you're watching it now on Thursday, it's Friday night, the draw, we're giving it away. Not a lot of tickets sold, we're still giving it away, great odds, and we'll get back to that in a minute. But the reason we were selling the golf, Josh, is because of this thing.
This thing that is, it's very strange. It's gone from a fresh build to a bit neglected.
A bit rough. So I want to clarify some things before people. I get the same comments all the time about this car. Everybody thinks that you got a bad engine. That is not the case. So what happened with this car?
It's just coincidental that it broke after you gave it.
Yeah, so basically the engine itself had no issues. The oil pump exploded. So I don't think we made that very clear in the last couple of videos before we went to BDC. Everyone still asked the question.
Yeah.
So the oil pump itself exploded.
Which is actually, it's not down to an oil pump. We never knew. Like, oil pumps don't really go in these things, so.
And the engine itself didn't have any issues. It ran twice on the dyno, did 520, everything's fine, everything's new and fresh and great. So this engine has done about 4 events maybe since it was rebuilt.
3-4 events.
And it's got very low mileage on it, and it's got fully forged built engine top to bottom. So what happened with all this was basically, we had a turbo failure. Now we're kind of thinking that the turbo failure that we had was down to the oil pump. I feel like that could be a part of it.
I'm not sure, Wayne, can you confirm that oil may have not... No.
It probably would have pushed the turbo over the edge, just got a bit oil starved. So we replaced the turbo, that's brand new, and now the oil pump. The only 2 second-hand parts in the engine were the oil pump and the turbo. Now they are both going to be brand new. So what we're doing here is we're taking all of the drifty cars, which have been the scope of the channel for the last while, and we're going to replace them with the road cars that we never finished. The reason we didn't finish them is because we didn't know where to go on them. Now the shows are coming back, the meets are coming back, we're getting them ready to rock and roll. There's loads changing, there's new cars coming, old cars going, it's all sorts of happening. We'll get up to that speed in that little while. But at the moment we're going to take this car out because we are selling tickets for the golf. We've got a few quid in, we've started ordering parts, and Wayne Kern is going to take it up to his garage and we're going to build an SR. Is that what we're going to do, Wayne?
We're going to rebuild the engine again. Just to be safe, like.
The reason we have to rebuild the engine is we don't know what damage has happened with this oil pump, because obviously the oil pump is such an integral part of the engine. We're going to strip the whole thing down, rebuild it, put new bearings in it, basically make sure this is 100% again. Which, Wayne, how many SRs have you built now at this stage?
A lot.
A lot.
Too many. Too many.
Would you say you've built 20?
Definitely, yeah.
Definitely 20. So Wayne is like a super expert. So when it comes to everything else that I bring him, he's going, this is it.
They've got 8 SRs, but I don't find any problems with them.
You ran like high power SRs for probably 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
No issues.
No,
so this is, to be fair, a lot of people think, oh, blah 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 blah, the SRs are bad, blah 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 blah, I got a second-handed. None of that is true. Even I heard a guy on the internet the other day said that I gave you a hand-me-down gearbox as well, which is done.
Just in case you know, a sequential capable of 1,000 horsepower.
6-speed Samsona sequential. I have a 4-speed. That's a 6-speed sequential. So this is a really good.
It is a hand-me-down, but it's a very good hand-me-down.
Yeah, as I said, if I gave you a year-old Lamborghini, you wouldn't go, oh, that's a year-old. So basically, this is a perfectly good setup for this car. We just had a bit of bad luck, and I think with all the pressure that was going into that event, we could have rebuilt the engine in a rush, Wayne, to get it out, but it could have blown up worse. It could have been more problems.
We wouldn't have been happy with the engine in the long run.
No. So we want this car to be right, because we started with attention to detail and we want it to be good. We don't want to rush anything. Now we've got a little bit of time. We're going to take this car up to Wayne's. He's going to be rebuilding the engine. You'll see bits and pieces. We're not going to stick with the rebuild, because Wayne's going to do it kind of working around other stuff he's doing. But we'll tip in and out to Wayne over the next week or two to see how the engine's coming along and hopefully get this thing back to the track pretty quick. Now it doesn't move, so we have to do some manual pushing, which I don't like, but that's what needs to be done next.
But you know what? You can hold the camera. You can go through the Golf.
Oh, the camera's so heavy. Alright, so I'm going to leave the boys at that and talk to you about the star of the hour. Sorry Wayne, I got it. Star of the hour, which is this. The Pandem Golf. Now this video goes down on a Thursday at 8 o'clock. By Friday at 8 o'clock, one of you watching will own this car and you will be the new driver of this car. I'm a bit sad because I really like this car. I think it looks great. I think it's actually one of the very few cars that has all of the looks, but it doesn't have all of the downsides. It's cheap to run. It does like 50-60 miles to the gallon. It's not super slow, but it's not super fast. Don't get me wrong, it's not a performance car. It gets looks everywhere it goes. It's on commercial or private tax, whichever you want. It's comfy inside. It's got all the modern stuff like Bluetooth, and it's got no back seats and a big massive boot, so you can put loads of boxes and wheels and everything else in it. It's actually one of the coolest cars we've ever built on the channel. We're giving it away. I know there's loads of tickets still available at this stage. I can even foresee that we're not going to sell this out, so the odds are amazing. So get on it. We're going to take this for a spin over the AAA because they have something very cool we want to see as well. So let's get Josh's car ready for an engine rebuild. Let's get in the Golf and let's go for a little adventure.
Okay, so that is the MX-5 left in Wayne's shed for the engine rebuild, and now we are going to
get some money for the MX-5 engine rebuild by bringing the Golf over to the guys at 888, and they have something very cool to show us. So we're gonna go for a little road trip.
Road trip?
Road trip.
What on earth is that? I guess it's in some sort of camouflage. I used to have a smart car. I love my smart car. I miss my smart car. Though this isn't much bigger, to be fair.
Look at
so this is
the
van.
The only, I think the only in Europe.
This is the second in the world, they said.
Second in the world, Rocket Bunny, Pandem, Rocket Bunny. Is it Rocket Bunny or Pandem? Is it Rocket Bunny or Pandem, the kit on the kite truck?
Pandem.
It's a Pandem, so another Pandem kit down here. So this is a Suzuki Carry, which arrived into Ireland not so long ago.
Is that like, that's the done thing to do, isn't it? Leave that in the front window as long as possible.
That's the Japanese.
To show you.
Hello, Dave.
Import.
Guys.
We're down looking
Hi.
at trucks.
Oh, it's f***ing deadly, isn't it?
If you told someone what it was, it wouldn't make sense. But if you see it, it makes sense.
Oh, geez. Did you see it before we put the kit on it?
No.
Oh, it was ugly.
So this is on
14s.
work equipped 14s.
14s, yeah. I think the fronts are 8s, or
They're big on the back.
they're 9 minus 20 on the back, I think.
They said that there's no suspension on this. Sorry, it's just the standard suspension.
Yeah, leaf springs and just standard.
You see the leaf springs
I like
there.
this bit of carpentry that's been done on the inside.
Bingo done all that shit.
Finally, he gets to use his skills for something of carpentry.
You wouldn't get to use it too often now, just purely because he doesn't want it. You know?
That's looks dead.
Everyone that sees it, just like, can't get over it.
You could build your S15 or my PS or whatever, and it'll still get way more attention than whatever you do for. And it's what, 600cc?
660, yeah.
660cc.
We went out for a spin there a few weeks ago in that, the grass car. Don't know why we brought the grass car, but and Bingo's Porsche. And we pulled into one of the garages, and Bingo actually took a picture of he was in the garage, and everyone, there was about 10 people out looking at the cars, but it was all around this, and the Porsche was just sitting behind everyone like.
I just think this is bizarre to me, is that I'm looking at the door and I'm looking at the front wing and they're the same thing. So I presume when you open the door, yeah, the whole front wing has to come with it.
Yeah. So we had to cut the door and everything.
Look at this.
Was that just being cut out?
As we cut that out, we had to cut the door. That's a plate welded into there, plates welded in down there, all down there.
Like, it's bizarre that a Pandem wing comes with you.
I know,
when you're opening the door. And look how wide it is compared to the stock. It's a good like 100 mil outside the arches are on this. Like, that's wider than you'd nearly have on many Pandem cars.
We've got the same size wheels the Hounigans have. Obviously Hounigans have the only other one in the world. Got the same specs off their wheels, and we now have a 50mm spacer on the back of it. There's a 50mm spacer on it and minus 20.
So you could have gone madder.
So it's minus 70 mil on the back.
Yeah.
I feel like if I sit in this, it'd just be hilarious. Hold on. It's just the wheel here. It's just ridiculous. You're sitting on the wheel.
Looks like he's had to go shopping with his man. His man's had to lead him in the truck.
I think this is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. It makes no sense at all, but it does in a way. In terms of commercial vehicles in Ireland, like, there isn't much out there that can match this nonsense.
Yeah, that's actually true, yeah, when you think of it, yeah.
I want to take this for a spin just to see how hilarious it is to drive and take some shots, take some snaps, and I mean, this is just a moment here. These two together is just, this is what happens when people, especially AAA and drift games, are left with far too much time on their hands and absolutely no logical sense to what we've built here. So yeah, let's take it for a spin. Got the key. It's a very high-tech key, as you can see. This, literally sitting like this. Hold on.
The amount you can rock it. He couldn't look any more scared.
I'm like, you have two both there. Doesn't look like it.
Yeah.
I think he has trust issues.
No. When you're in the truck, it feels like you're like.
Stressful parking I've ever done.
I guess it feels like you're touching.
It can't be there. Like,
well, that's the end of the car.
but it can't be.
I'm getting in now. I want to see what it's like.
this is the stupidest car. The steering wheel is horizontal to me. Like it's look at this thing.
That's good.
Can we just take a moment to realise what sort of world we live in here? Got a grass smart car with a tongue coming out the front, and then we're in this.
That just blends in nicely to the tree.
This is the silliest thing. Look at the mirror and look at the back arches. I'm just sat vertically upright.
I realise how close we are as well.
Have we got the?
It's like shoulder to shoulder.
You wouldn't want the wide
oh.
Over the speed.
Oh.
This old woman is literally like, what in the name of God are these people driving?
She looked impressed.
She's impressed because she's not driving this.
I said impressed.
I'm impressed, I said impressed. I've driven many a car down this little road. Nothing quite like this. Third gear and I'm doing 20 kilometers an hour. What a ratio.
It's got aircon.
It's aircon? Yeah, it's not aircon. Imagine some Japanese man used to just deliver boxes in this and now look at the state of it. He would just be appalled.
I'm not sure if he'd be impressed or disappointed.
I'm going to try and turn it around now. Good lock now, to be fair to it. The only problem is it has no power steering. Good rear view visibility now, to be fair. Craig is just laughing at us. What? How's your power steering? It's lovely, isn't it? Yeah. Not much. Not great. Alright, let's roll it up, let's park up and let's get some beauty shots, Josh, because this thing definitely deserves a sick montage.
This will be the beauty.
I think you're capable here of making a whopper montage for this. I don't think this needs much more work.
I don't, it's just going to be shaking because I'm going to be laughing at it. It's the funniest looking car ever.
I think we should just get this and the Golf together and just stand back and go, what was the point of all of that? Alright guys, we just finished up a cool little shoot on the Golf and the Pandem Kai truck. I want to give a quick shout out to one of our partners here at Drift Games, Strom Wheels and CM Wheels. Now, if you're in Ireland or anywhere in Europe and you're looking for amazing wheels for your car, whether you've got like a stock kind of ish car or you're trying to make it look a little bit more sporty, whether you've got a standard OEM car or something a little bit more, as I would say, jazzy, check out the CM Wheels website. They do a ton of wheels for every sort of application, all the way from saloons to sports cars to 4x4s, everything in between. And the prices are super competitive. They are a wholesaler, meaning you get to save a lot of money by ordering directly from their site. So check out cmwheels.com.
And we go back in it.
I can't get in.
It doesn't surprise me. You can stay with your knees.
Yeah, shouldn't have worn white shorts today. I got chocolate on them. Is that just a hedge? It's just a hedge.
Totally invisible. Nothing to see there.
What sort of a land do we live in? This truck is hilarious. I'm going to park it here, I think.
Is it going to be hard to say goodbye to it?
I quite like it. I would like to do like 3 hours of driving in it now. I don't know how. I don't think it's built for a man above 6 foot anyway, that's for sure. No, it's a headroom.
I wouldn't say it's built for a man over 5 feet.
It's very small.
There you go. Okay, so we're back.
We're back at 888. Nice to be back doing a bit. Nice to be back showing you some cool cars again.
Hang on a second, you've got a rain drip right on your face. Sorry about that. You dripless.
I'm dripless now, it's fine. This I still can't get over. This is still the start.
I like it how we're walking past this, especially this.
And this.
And hit. Oh, whoa, here we go.
Lands turbo. Can't beat it. Supra. But none of this matters.
Because
here she is, cleaned up and ready.
There she is.
Do you know what's sad now, Josh?
It's the last pose.
It's the last time we'll see it. Well, until we see it at a show or wherever anyone brings it, but it's the last drive I'll have in it. This mightn't have been the fastest or the craziest car we've done on the channel, but I think it was probably the one that brought the most laughs and fun, because
it had the most comedy value.
It had the most comedy value, and then the worst thing was, and I know a lot of people said it, it started off as a comedy value thing, and then it ended up as a really cool car. Like, it's actually a very good looking car. And like, if you think about it, someone's hopping into this car, brand new paint, brand new calipers, fully serviced. We got rid of all the lights on the dash. Wayne fixed everything on it. It's absolutely good to go. Seats are mint, brand new headlights, brand new kit, brand new calipers, brand new service. Like, it's literally brand new wipers. The thing is absolutely perfect. Like, ready. Like, we would never give away a car that wasn't absolutely spotless and perfect. And that's just ready to go, bring it to a show, have fun. Like, that's, and you can drive it every day. I was driving it today. It's not that impractical. It's cheap to run, cheap to tax, cheap to insure, but it looks amazing. Right now, you guys are watching the video. It is the last day. It's the last day. You're never going to get a chance ever again in the history of your life to own a Golf Pandem van, because there is no other Golf Pandem van. This is the only one. We've had a lot of fun with it over the last few months. It's got us through a lot of lockdown stuff. We've had a lot of good times with it. And now it's time for one of you guys to own it, drive it, have fun. Hopefully we'll see it at shows that we go to in the future. Hopefully see it driving around. Hopefully it tips up to Mondello to say hello. It's just 20 quid. And there's so many tickets left on this draw that the odds are ridiculously low. So you can't really afford not to be in. You gotta be in just for the comedy value, just for the fun value, just for the supporting Josh's SR20 and my addiction to buying really weird cars. Yeah, this is what we've done. We thank you everyone who's bought a ticket so far. We thank you guys so much. It's really helped us get on to the next stage of our projects, and it helps the channel obviously keep going. Yeah, here she is, the Pandem Golf. So get on to AAA competitions. See it up there on the wall. We will be live on the social media streams. We'll probably go live on Instagram and Facebook on Friday evening. We wanted to find out who's won this car. We can't wait to meet them. And yeah, we're going to be pumping it up. This is going to be a big draw Friday night. Tickets close at 10 PM on Friday night. Hopefully you're in it. Hopefully you're ready for a bit of fun. It's 20 quid. You could be winning this amazing car. All right guys, we're back on the vlog. Hope you enjoyed this one. It's a bit of a random one. We're still waiting on a lot of parts to come for our drift cars and road cars and all that good stuff. That'll all be coming in the next few weeks, along with road trips, drift events, drift testing, competition, lots more stuff. We took a little break. We're back in full swing now. So thanks for joining us. We'll see you on the next episode of the Drift Games vlog.